Hey everybody, it's Dean DaCosta, the Search Authority, and today we're going to do a very special video, basically a request from somebody on Facebook, interestingly enough, about Facebook sourcing. So I'm going to show you all how it's done. Now, number one, I'm not going to play with a bunch of variants and all that good stuff. I'm going to do it the simple, the easy, the quick way. So I'm going to start on my SSAR page, which by now, if you've been on the SourceCon Facebook page, Facebook SourceCon page, whichever way you put it, you've got the link. You know how to go to it. I'm going to push Control F so that I can find what I'm looking for. Now, obviously, this is Facebook, so I'm going to look for Facebook stuff. As you can see, it's right down here on the right, highlighted. So there's a few ways we can go about searching for people on Facebook. So the first thing we're going to do before we even mess with this, go to a Chrome extension, which you can find here, and we're going to look at this particular tool. This is the Intelligent Search Facebook page. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to go in here and fill out different things. So I'm going to start with just people, not groups, just people. So we're going to put lives. We're going to make them live in Seattle. Why? Well, it's because of where I am at. So of course, we're going to do N. And now we're going to go ahead and do job. We're going to put job, the present job. We're going to put the word developer. Why? I don't know. Maybe because I'm always looking for developers, probably. We're just going to put in the word developer. And that's really all we're going to do for right now. We're just going to do that and that. Now, I know some of you are like, well, I need Java developers. How do I know they're Java developers? If I really wanted to, I'd go in here, I'd put job again, and I would go ahead and put Amazon and say I'm looking for developers who work at Amazon. Now, why? Well, most of the developers at Amazon are Java developers. So, okay, and I'm going to put search. Now it's going to open up a whole nother page and says the page isn't available. And that's fine. Stuff happens. We're going to go back. We're going to look in here and figure out what the problem is. It could be it didn't like something here. So let's try this again. We'll go ahead and do it again, this time with just the two things. There we go. We got developer and we got that. Now it could be it didn't like Amazon. Who knows? So what we're going to do, we're going to stay right here though, and we're going to try this again. And we're going to go ahead and push N, and we're going to go down to our list and just double check to see if we didn't miss anything. Like, job, lives, friends with, group member, ages, gender. Okay, so I didn't see anything that made me understand why this search didn't work because Lord knows I have done it a number of times. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try it one more time, but then this time I'm not going to pick one of its category of Amazon. I'm just going to say Amazon. There we go. Now we got what we want. Now I can tell you right now there's a lot more than what's here. Facebook, excuse me, has a rolling scroll, which means you got to go to the bottom and keep doing it over and over and over and over again until such time as you get everything you want. Me, time is money, money's time. There's a quicker way to do it. So I'm going to right click and I'm going to pick on scrolling. Now, just so you understand what this is another Chrome extension and it is called Scroll It. Right there, scroll it. But the way you use it is you right click and we're going to put scrolling. I'm going to put, and it's an infinite scroll and we want down. And I'm just going to push it. And now it's going to keep scrolling down and down and down and down and down automatically. My hands are off the keyboard. If you notice right here, hands, hands, hands. Um, I'm going to wait. Now, this is going to take a while because there are a lot of them. So I'm going to stop it now because frankly, I don't want to keep waiting. So we're just going to excuse me, it stopped for me. So that's fine. But just to make sure, because just because it says it doesn't mean that we're going to stop it. Great. Now the question is, what do I do? I've got all these people who are Amazon developers. Here's what I'm going to do. I have choices. Got three of them. Choice number one, ZapInfo, the simple choice, the easy choice. First, let me get rid of this person that's already here. ZapInfo is a cool tool. It's a scraping tool, profile based. And we're going to go ahead and scrape. So we're going to say import record, extract from page. We're going to go extract from page and see what we get. There's a couple ways we can do it. Now it's telling me, hey, this is an infinite scroll. You're only going to get who's visible on the page. Now that's great, except we know that we went ahead and used scroll it. So we went and looked for a lot of people. So we're going to get 101 people, not the 20 that it started out with or 25 or whatever it is. 101. Now what will happen is I'll push extract. It'll go ahead and start extracting. What it's going to do besides extracting, it's also going to try to find contact information, which is phenomenal. Once it's done, and I'll show you, we download it. We take the people that have emails and we run with them. The ones that don't, we use other tools to find emails. Not a big deal. Now, finding emails, you can look in my YouTube for my email finding methodology, foolproof, so you can use that. But for now, we're just going to go with what's here. So we're going to extract the pages, and this is what it's going to look like. It's going to look like this thing here, right here. And mind you, it's already found emails. So it's doing a good deal. It's found LinkedIn URLs. It's doing its job. Can't complain. So that's way number one in which you find people. Now I'm going to delete them just so I can keep my Zap info clean. I like keeping it clean. I put people in, I take people out. Zip. Now we have way number two. Way number two is using a tool called Data Miner, which I open up. Nope, I got to sign in. I'm not signed in. Just so you know, I reset my Chrome browser because there were some updates and I wanted to get them. And so I have to re-sign in. It's just the way it goes. So we're going to sign in. We're going to sign in with Google. That's the way we do it. We're going to let it do its thing. I am now signed in. Yay, Dean. And we're going to go ahead and do it now. So we're going to do Data Miner. Now, I've already got a recipe for Facebook, but you can always come to public. There aren't any. They stopped sharing them. Bookmarks. My recipe for Facebook is over here, and I'll show it to you, and I'll share it with you if need be. But here is name, title, company, location, education URL. That's it. So what I would do is I would run it. And what would happen is it'll open up and it'll have gotten me all the same info. But what it wouldn't do is it found me email addresses, which now means I need to use other methodologies and tools. Again, go to my YouTube page under Dean's email finding methodology and you'll see it. If not, there are a plethora of tools out there that can help you. Most of them are on the SSAR page, so you don't have to go very far. So there we go. We got that info. Now, of course, way number three to get them out is using this tool, which is called Instant Data Scraper, which is it's when it's organized data and it's in some type of a format like this is. And as you can see, we got all that information. And look over here, you'll get their name, you'll get their friends, and you'll get all the info you want. I mean, you'll get everything you need, but you're afraid to ask. So that's all goodness. So any of those ways will work, but ZapInfo is the one that will go ahead and get you contact information as well. So we got that. Now I did say there's more than one way to skin the cat when it comes to sourcing on Facebook. And so we did that way using that particular extension. We're going to look at a few others. We're going to use the Facebook Select Intersection Search, and we're going to open that bad boy up. And I'm going to show you how this one works. This is an interesting one. This is actually an OSINT tool, which I find fascinating because it works really well. So what we're going to do is we're going to put lives and we're going to do employee. So we're going to start with lives and we're going to pick Seattle because that's where we want. We want Seattle, Washington. We're going to put employee and we're going to pick Amazon because we're still picking the Amazon thing. And we're going to push OK. And then it's going to open up another browser. And guess what we're going to get? People who work at Amazon. Yippee doo. Done. And then you use the same methods as before to go ahead and scrape the information, scrape the people. Remember, there are a lot of things you can do. You got names, likes, lives, age, and a partridge in a pear tree, a whole bunch of stuff here. Goodness. So we got that one. That is on the SSAR page, and it's sitting right here. Facebook selection intersection to search. Basically, that's the methodology where you're looking at the intersections in Facebook. That's the way Facebook thinks. Me, like I said many, many, many times, I'm not going to do it that way. It's a pain in the butt. This way is easier. Now we're going to find the next one. Now, the big key here is people wanted me to give them other ways to find Facebook people without using the Graph Searches back one. So we're going to go ahead and do this. This is People Finder Thor, as what it's called. And basically what you got, and you pick what you want. So we're going to add filters. The first thing we're going to do is lives. Well, I want them to live in Seattle. Not ever, present. And we're going to add another filter. And this filter we're going to add is job. And we're going to pick the job of developer. And then we're going to see what other filters there are. Let's see. Jobs, likes, visit, education, friends, gender, interest. Okay. We'll just stick with that right there. Now, if I really wanted to be cute, I could put in interested in or likes and probably put Java. And that might get me Java people, but we're good. And we're going to search Facebook. We're going to push the button search Facebook, and search Facebook is going to open up and boom, developer, 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 developer. Now, prior to this, I was talking about the tool that we used before, which was the intersection. And what they mean by that, so you understand, if you look up in the URL, you see the word STRA, Seattle, pages named, residence, presence, STR, developer. That's what they're talking about. The STR is basically a nice way of saying is a nice way of saying an intersection. And what they're saying is intersection of Seattle, pages named, residents, present, intersection developer. So what they're saying is wherever the intersection of Seattle of current people who live in Seattle and people who have the title developer get all of those. So think of it almost like a street address, this and this. So all the people that are named Seattle live in Seattle are at this street address, and it's the corner of of current resident Seattle and title and job developer. And that's what they're talking about. I could just as easily go up here and change things and do it, but why when there are tools that can do it all for you, make life so much easier on you. Same process. You either use ZapInfo, Instant Data Scraper, or Data Now there are other data scraping tools. These are my three favorites. They work between the three of them. I've yet to find somewhere where they don't work. And for this one, I'd probably use ZapInfo. Now, there is one more thing we're going to work on here. We're going to go back and we're going to come all the way out of this one and we're going to go back up to the search that we did utilizing the Chrome extension, which is called Intelligent Search. And we're going to go ahead and get rid of all these and we're going to look for groups. We're going to do group member. And we're going to look for group people who are group members of a Java group. Don't really care which one. We'll go with that one. I don't really care. And we're going to, we want to pick location. We could, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to put group member. We're going to search. We're going to open this up. And we're going to notice these are all members of the group Java. Okay, now we can grab all these if we want. If we wanted to, we could go ahead and put they live in Seattle. We could do a lot of different things, but that's okay. What I'm going to do now, though, is show you one way to search within Facebook itself. And what I'm going to do is get rid of everything and just put in the word Java. That's all I'm going to do. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to punch in enter. Now this is going to get a whole lot of information. Excuse me, it decided to keep those things that I wasn't trying to keep. So let's back out of here. Boom, boom, boom. And just put in Java. And we press enter. And what we're going to do is we're going to wait for it to do it. And what it's going to do, it's going to give us a whole lot of stuff. But we're going to go over to groups. And then it's just going to give us the name of groups that are Java. We're going to pick this one, 135K. I'm not going to go all the way through this. We're just going to pick it just to do it. So this is Java, and it's obviously Java development, judging by this little section down here where it says Java security check, blah, blah, blah. There is another tool called Dig. Dig is a group thing. So within LinkedIn, it can get you group members. Within Facebook, it can get you people who like a group or like something. It can get you event guests. So if you see an event, you want to get everybody who decided to go, you can do that. Or it can get you group members. What you would do here is check it because you're in the group and go ahead and put your email. And it will email you a list of the people in the group. And here's what you will get. I'm going to actually show it to you. So this is what you get. You're going to go ahead and get their Facebook URL and a little bit about them, mainly their name and a little bit about them after that. Okay, now you're saying, okay, great. What do I do with it then? Well, it's interesting because ZapInfo also has the ability to import records. So if you import those records to a CSV and you say you got the Facebook URL, what ZapInfo will do is go out and say, okay, here's all the Facebook URLs, here's all the information to connect to the different URLs, here's LinkedIn, here's email, here's that, here's this, here's that, and here's this. And either way, you got it. So either way, you've got everything you want. This particular list here that I got had didn't have many. It had 386 people. I stuck it into ZapInfo. ZapInfo got me all the rest of the information I wanted, and got me mainly work emails. But hell, I still had work emails. I was good to go. But what I was able to do is take all that info and stick it into other tools, Seek Out, HireTool, to name a couple. There are others, those two, JobJet. And it found me personal emails, and then whatever it didn't, I just did one at a time. And either way, I was good to go. Again, look at my email finding methodology and email finding tools that I've placed on YouTube. Lord knows I've done enough of them and everything. And that's really, but that's it from Facebook. That's the best ways in which you can do Facebook. Like I said, I can go to an event on Facebook and grab all the people that said they were going using this. I can go to people who like to pay, like something. So if I find somebody who wrote a great article about Java and all these people are liking it, well, if it's about Java, who do you think the people are liking it are? They're either Java developers or want to be Java developers, in which case they're developers. So of course I'm going to. Perfect example. This article right here, I have a question. I am making REST. Okay, whatever. I might want to get everybody who liked it. Well, I could. There's two people. I can get them. I just got to say, get in on this and push like, and I'm good. There are events on here. So maybe I find an event, a Java event, and I just want to grab everybody that went to the Java event. That's another way to get through. So let's see, posts, people, marketplace, pages, places, groups, apps, events. Let's go to events. Ba-na-na-na. We have a Java Standard Edition training, an event that hasn't happened yet, but will happen. Here's one that's already happened. We can get all the people that attended it. Now it's in India. Okay, fine. We can find one that's already happened. That's not in India. That's just an example. We could get everybody who said they're attending. In this particular case, there's 15 people. Well, that's 15 people that we don't have now, and we can go on and on and on and just keep and just do it. Like here's one. The Java House is adopted. Okay, that wouldn't help us. Microservices on Java. That's April 11th. That just happens in Guatemala, unfortunately. So if you look for people in the U.S., it won't help you. Here's one right here. Seattle. JavaScript 101 free. It's on April 17th. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to wait till the day after. I'm going to go on here and find out everybody who attended and use that tool to download them. Then use ZapInfo to get me more info, and then you get the methodology. It repeats over and over. It's real simple. Search, scrape or download, enhance, move on down the highway. That's the sourcing life cycle. You got research, source, scrape, enhance, and then contact. Well, we're talking about the sourcing, scraping, and enhancing part right here, which is what we're doing. And this is all about Facebook. This is the simple and easy way to Facebook. Now there are other things you can do that much more intricate. This is what I would call beginning to mid-level stuff. There is much more intricate stuff you could do, but to be quite honest with you, that's when you're struggling to find somebody and you're going to go down and dirty into them. That's when you're going to do searches based on their LinkedIn number ID or stuff, and we don't want to mess with that. You don't need to as a sourcer or recruiter. That's a researcher's job. That or a somebody who's doing serious research on somebody trying to find out information. This stuff that what you guys are wanting to do, which is just straight on sourcing, this is the easy peasy, beautiful cover girl ways. Now, I am going to show one more way in which you can go ahead and do some searching in Facebook. And what I'm going to do to this is I'm going to get all the way up here and we're going to go ahead and get into a very specific set of tools. These are OSINT tools. Now, what I'm going to show you is on my Dean SSAR, but I'm not going to get into it that way. I'm going to actually get into it this way by using my Start Me pages, my other pages, and we're going to get into tools. Now, I did a video on this, but we can go in here, profile, and then Facebook tool. This is another way in which you can search. You can locate people by all these things, by people name, by who liked them, people who live in and like, all sorts of. So if I put people who live in Seattle and like Java, and then I push go, it's going to go ahead and open up a page that's going to have people who are in Seattle that like Java. Now, hopefully, we're not talking about drinking coffee. We're talking about developers, but I could have done other things to add that. I just chose not to. And there we go. The same process here works. You use any of these tools to scrape it and then enhance it, and you're ready to rock. This has got some really, really intricate searches in here that can let you do some amazing, amazing things. Some of them involve Facebook's user number as opposed to their name, but no big deal. You're probably wondering how you can find somebody's Facebook user number, and what I'll do is I'll show you that really quick. And what I'm going to do is do it on my own Facebook profile. So I'm going to get into Facebook real quick. I'm going to get into my own profile. I'm not going to look at what Derek Zell is eating tonight. And I'm going to get my username right there, copy it. I'm going to come down here and put in here. I put the Facebook username there. I believe that's it. And excuse me, Facebook username there. My bag, I did it in the wrong place. So let's get that out of there. That's where the number goes. We're going to put the Facebook username there, and it's going to go ahead and find my number. That's my user number. And we're going to go ahead and we would copy that. We could put that down here and we could populate them all and do whatever. So we'll put go, which is going to populate all the way down my user number. And then we can start doing all these different things here. So I'm going to put in places like, and we're just going to put go. So this way we can just make sure it really is me. Places like by Dean DaCosta. There you go. That's me. And of course, Seattle. I'm a Seattle fan. Hire Tool, Seek Out, all those things are listed here because that's kind of what I do. All right, so you got it. That's it. There is so many ways in which you can source on Facebook and do things on Facebook. This is one of my longer videos. I'm sorry. All this stuff can be found on my SSAR page under Facebook or under OSINT. If up here you were to put the words OSINT and search, you'd see all these Start Me pages, which some of them are actually mine. And then you'll get down here, and the ones we're talking about for the IntelliTechnique stuff is right there. You push that button, and that will open up this, and then you go to Tools, and you're ready to rock, and you go under Facebook. Well, actually, it's already opening up. You just go into the Facebook stuff. There are other things here. Before you mess with any of these, look at my YouTube pages. I did YouTube pages on every category in here. Not super in depth, medium level stuff. There's some follow on videos I'll do on the more heavy duty stuff, but this is it. So that's really it. That's Facebook sourcing. I'm Dean DaCosta, the Searchers Authority, and may the source be with you.